back with another In a Coach's Mind. So as I was on a run this morning, I got to thinking, and I realized that I've heard a lot in the past, probably 2 weeks, of people using the phrase, I carry a high heart rate, I have a high heart rate, all that type of stuff. And so it got me thinking, what does that really mean? Well, it means two things. This time of year, heat can affect everything. Heart rate is kind of screwy this time of year. And a lot of people get hung up on that. They'll look down, they'll see their heart rate or whatever. And it depends on, what your training plan is, what your training zones are, kind of where you're at in your training block. There's a lot of variables. But don't get too hung up on that, because the heat can cause your heart rate to vary 5 to 10% at times. I've seen as much as 10%, which is a little scary. The other thing is to consider is if you carry a high heart rate or you can operate at a really high heart rate, look at developing your aerobic base. A lot of athletes don't have the aerobic base that they need. And so therefore, when they ask their body to do something that shouldn't be that hard, or the heat comes around, it affects it. It's a multiplier. It affects it much, much more. So work on developing your aerobic base, a lot of zone 2 work, a lot of good, just nice, steady state work that really will complement everything you're trying to do, and it's a long-term solution. So you have to practice it over and over and over, but eventually you'll get there, and at the end of the day, it's all about development. So if you need to get better at something, you work on it. So if you carry a high heart rate, you can work on that. You can fix it. So thank you guys. I hope that was helpful, and we'll chat with you soon. Thanks.